I heard Bushwick Bill used to come around. He used to always pop into Riverside and hang out with you.
Bro, so Bushwick Bill, he lived in my house when I went to France.
Yeah.
All right, so if you know who Bushwick Bill is from the Ghetto Boys, and if you know who my uncle is from San Bernardino, imagine these two people and my dog, my little Frenchie Rocco, in one little studio. Not even an apartment, a studio.
If you would have like filmed that as a reality show,
that right there,
it could be Life in Paris with you just like getting crazy ass updates. I can only imagine.
My uncle's calling me like, "This will keep smoking in the house." I'm like, "What is he smoking? Cigarettes."
I don't believe anything is ever shaking me. I don't believe you're the real thing.
Yo, what up? It's Fly Like Phil here, Cali Function Records. Today, we got a special interview with Cali Function Records artist emcee Lyfe. What's up, dog?
What's going on, big dog?
In the studio like always, chilling. Thanks for pulling up.
Hey, of course, man. I see you printing a lot, man. I know I need some new gear. I got the hat.
Yeah.
I like your shirt though, and then
Good looking out. Yeah.
the emcee Lyfe shirts, bro. Everybody's been hitting me up for them, man. So we're gonna have to get some more of those and tanks. I know people like the tanks.
Yeah, for sure. It's mostly just samples right now, but we'll be dropping the full line here in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that. We'll have links online and everything for sure. But yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you repping the stuff too. We'll talk a little bit about kind of what you want to do for clothing and stuff too. To get an idea of what the people can be looking out for. So, we make shit that we like, but also we make shit for the people too. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we want to know if you're seeing this right now or seeing it later. Drop a comment on what you think would be nice. I like a lot of hand styles. Like me, my favorite shirts have a lot of lettering on it. You remember Tap Out? Tap Out had the big old Tap Out. Or like SRH had the big old, or the, what was it, the famous Stars and Straps had the big old F.
Yep.
So I want to find something dope, like maybe even like an M or a C, like MC, but then they're gonna think it's a motorcycle club or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, MC motorcycles. It's coming life cycles.
Yeah, I like a lot of hand styles, man. Graffiti styles, anything. Like if we can get some dope graffiti artists or tattoo artists, that'd be tight too.
Oh yeah, we already got the hookup, man. Shout out to my homie Art out there. Art the artist. He's an OG, man. He's a dope ass painter, but he's also a sick tattoo artist. He's the one who did my Fly Life on my chest. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where the Fly Life feel comes from. It's from the tattoo from the homie, but. Cool, man. So, I know you do a lot of podcasts, and you always be doing the interviews. So
it's all good.
Just fucking this guy sitting on the other side today.
Yeah.
But so let's kind of tap in a little bit, about the backstory. Like, for listeners who maybe don't know who emcee Lyfe is yet, how would you describe your style and your sound?
I feel like I come from more of a traditional hip hop style, more like East Coast based. There's times where I've been told hey, sometimes you sound like Mac Miller on this song, sometimes you sound like this person on this song, and so on and so forth. And for me, I just think I sound like me. Like I appreciate the compliments, but a lot of my style is East Coast based. I like a lot of samples. A Tribe Called Quest, it was one of my favorite groups, along with De La Soul. Hieroglyphics is up there. Typical Cats. Blue and Exile is obviously one of my top 5. So when it comes to my style, I feel like I put all that into one big old blender, and then you get me. You get sometimes East Coast, sometimes some love stories, sometimes you get some double times. Sometimes it really depends on what the beat and the mood I'm in for.
Yeah, for sure. One thing I could say though is that you always come in here with some dope beats. Like you never came in here with a beat that I didn't like.
Oh, okay, hell yeah, man. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, I don't know if they're feeling it. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, they're not. This one's not gonna make the project. This one's not gonna make anything. So, like, for example, like I didn't like So What. I thought it was corny. I thought it's like a pop song, It's so what, and I can't wait to release that actually because it's a really good fun song, and I think it's like a crowd participation song.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was one of the corniest songs I ever wrote. And I call it the pop song because I could see that on some like commercials or some TikTok reels. I could see it going viral, that song, for all the wrong reasons and all the right reasons as well. Like, you make a song and you're like, this is going to be it. This is going to be dope. This is going to be the one. Like, that's how I feel about Oh Well. Like, making that song, you got me, who raps in English, Notice Young, who raps in Korean, and El Nino, who raps in Spanish. And that song's doing really good, actually. I feel like when the album drops, it'll do a lot better. And when we get, like, an official music video for that, it'll go far. But, like I said, So What is one of those songs that I could just put out and I'll be like, damn, I didn't expect this one to do big numbers. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to get the video done for Oh Well too, man. That one's gonna be crazy. We got to get El Nino back out here. Yeah, shout out to El Nino Sabe. What up, dog?
Yeah, shout outs to El Nino, man. He's doing big things. I just seen that he was on LRG with the homegirl China. They did like an interview, so I need to check that out. I've only seen clips of it so far, but that's one of my. I'm influenced a lot by El Nino. He is one artist that never fails to tell me, like, Life, you need it. You know, you have all these eyes on you. You should get a stylist. You should this. You should that. And if you've noticed, I've been a lot more clean lately, and you know, at the shows, I look way better and presentable. And I'm used to just going out there and rocking a mic and not caring about appearance and not caring about how this, that, or the other. But those are things that now come into effect. It makes you that much more of a star. Like, when he came and rocked the Immortal Technique show and he had the big old puffy white jacket, people kept telling me, yo, that dude up there that was rapping in Spanish with the big jacket. I was like, damn, they're pointing things out that it makes sense. Like, I could see why he does this or he does that. And shout outs to him, you know. But for me, I think personally, like, me just being me is my favorite. Like, I'm my own stylist, and I'm sure he picks a lot of the stuff too. But he tells me too, like, hey, you know, I got this outfit for this song. I got this outfit for that. And it's dope.
Yeah, he definitely puts a plan together for everything that he does. And he's a real inspirational artist for me, too, because I like to see his work ethic and the behind-the-scenes stuff. And those are the conversations I have with him as well. It's like, what's the thought process? What's the strategy? And like, there is legit a strategy to a lot of the moves that guy's making. So, yeah, shout out to El Nino. I'm stoked to have that Oh Well song. We got to get the vid, dog.
Yeah,
killer.
We got to get it done.
So I know you mentioned like your top 5 artists, Tribe Called Quest. Like, what's kind of the first hip hop album that you just played like back to back to back?
It must have been Black Star. It was definitely the Black Star.
Yeah, like what era was that? Like what year?
It was like probably 2015, maybe 2014.
Not worry.
Yeah, it was. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to hip hop because, like, my brother gave me a Tribe Called Quest album, and I thought it was the Village People. I thought it was that We Could Dance If We Want To, or what's those people that I forgot. I thought it was those guys, and he's like, nah, bro. Like, this. My brother gave me my first couple albums, which was a Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Martyrs, and then it was like a Young Jeezy album, a 3 6 Mafia album, and like a Jay-Z album.
Okay.
Oh, and DMX. Yeah, those were the ones.
That's what's up.
And I was like,
that's a good roundabout. Like that's a lot of different styles that he kind of put you in with.
And he told me, he was like, don't just listen to one style. Like, like this was dope because he makes music about this, and it kind of broke it down to me. And I don't know if he remembers that, but like, I always tell him, I'm thankful that you gave me these songs and these things to start with.
Facts. Like, I feel like the first few like hip hop either tracks or albums that you listen to could really affect like your outlook on music, your outlook on hip hop, but kind of your outlook on life too. Like, because hip hop is so it translates over to like daily life so well. I mean, maybe not shooting all the negative stuff, but a lot of the motivational, a lot of the like self hype, a lot of the like that's a big thing about hip hop is, and it's crazy when you hear people rapping in the first person or in the second person, depending on what it is, you know? Mm-hmm. Like if you're talking about a buster, like you're talking about that buster over there. But if you're talking about hustling, then all of a sudden it's about you, you know? Like people put themselves in the artist's shoes. And that's one thing my girl and I were discussing yesterday, actually, about, you know, the big following that you built over the years. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But she was like, you know, he's a realistic person. Like he's kind of an open book.
Yeah.
And like you're not fronting. Like, and the first time I really saw you rock a crowd, like, bro, you just came in off the street. You were busy as hell. You're running all these things, and lights turn on. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You were hosting the show. Jumped up on the stage, and it was like, pfft.
Yeah.
snapped right into it. But it wasn't that you were snapping into it. You were already that, because when you get up there, you're just being yourself still, which is like the shit. Most people can't fucking be themselves. Most people don't even know who the fuck they are.
Man, it was like that for me too, and it's crazy that when you said that, not the killing and the guns and stuff like that, but it's crazy because I did grow up with a lot of that stuff. Like, I grew up in downtown Riverside, where we would go to the Wednesday nights in the Orange Blossom, and you'd see people getting jumped, you'd see people getting stabbed. You see, like, people think of Riverside.
That was a wild weekend in Riverside. That's why they turned it off.
That'd be a Wednesday night. That'd be a Wednesday night market where McDonald's was on the corner and Antonio's was just a little one-shop spot next to, like, all these things that have changed in Riverside, but people don't understand, like, back then in the 90s, like 1995 to, like, almost 2000, it was crazy. Like, I've seen so many things happen in my life, like, from them raiding my house, from them doing this and that, like, all these things that I've been through, and I guess you could say I was fortunate enough because some of those songs that I could relate to those ones the most. I'm like, damn, these people don't have no food in the refrigerator either. These people have a million people in their house. These people, are trying to just make it every day to day, this, that, and the other. And then you got other people who are rapping about that, but talking about how they made it out and how successful they became, even though we've all had the same hardships.
Yeah.
Or we've all came from something like that. But they've built something out of nothing, and now look where they're at.
Yeah.
Grammys, movements, all these great things, albums that have lasted longer than some of the artists have been alive.
Yeah, for reals, man. And I like the kind of conversation in hip-hop where a lot of times it's mentioned now that, we all saw the same shit. We all came from a bad neighborhood. We all went through the same stuff, but it's like, what did you learn from that? What are you doing with it? How are you applying it to today, kind of? So that's a cool thing that I get out of your music is... it's about like the shit that you got going on right then.
Yeah.
And I'll even say, man, I'm going off the topic already, but the first time you came through and we recorded, like you were telling me about what you were going through, you had this energy. Like I already had the studio all set up, the mics were on, like you gave me the beat before, so we were pretty much ready to go. Like you came in, a couple drinks of water, handshake, what up, what's popping? And you had that energy, you were telling me about your day. And I was like, bro, what's this song about? And it was like similar topic. Mm-hmm. And I was like, put that energy on the mic, and you did, bro. Like that song, it's Best Friends, like the emotion that you're coming with.
Probably
in that,
my favorite song, to be honest.
Yeah. And it's a crazy song, and it's a lot of deep shit in there, and it's a lot of stuff that many people could kind of sympathize with. But yeah, like bringing that energy right off the street and then putting it into the mic, like that was dope. And I actually put a lot of effort into trying to have everything set up and ready to go. So when people come in, that energy off the street, just fucking bring it right
into the booth. Right into the booth.
Like,
yeah.
Let's go. Because it can get boring as fucking here sometimes, real quick.
People, I feel like they see the studio as a game, and those are the type of people I stay away from. Like I don't want to hear people laughing in the background. I don't want to have people that aren't nothing to do with anything that like if you're not on the song, why are you in here? If you're not contributing to the song,
yeah, facts.
Like what do you want from this? Like, are you just trying to be a looker? You're trying to say, hey, look, I'm in the studio.
That's the best Tupac.
Yeah.
In the studio video is him, and he's like, fucking quit fucking with that shit. Let the nerds afterwards put the snare on and all that. You get up there, you spit your verse, you drop the hook, like, and he put it down. Like this is not a game. And that's why he was so prolific, because when he was in the studio, he was fucking producing.
He was doing it. He was making music. He was making beats. He was, from my understanding, he was a studio rat, which is a good thing.
Bro, he
for
lived
him,
at Jim Henson's studio.
Yeah, and that's the studio you guys recorded at, correct?
Yeah, A&M Records. Yeah, we got to record in the same room. It was dope, man.
Yeah, Mondo would tell me about that. And that's...
When you walk in that place, you could feel the energy of everything that happened before. And like you walk in, you go down the hallway and you see all these pictures of people recording there on the walls, and it's like Ray Charles, the Rolling Stones, Michael Jackson. Like we recorded in the same room they did We Are the World in and shit. Like the Voodoo Lounge where the Rolling Stones, same room. Like it was nuts. So you get that vibe and that energy, and just really working on producing the same thing at this place.
As a drummer, do you get that feeling to like go make music still or not?
Yeah.
Because I know you had your drum set set up for a while.
Yeah, I throw it up in here. Yeah, when I don't have any rappers coming through here and I'm not like tracking anything and I'm just in here mixing, I'll just set the kit up right there in that corner and just kick, snare, hi-hat just to fucking have fun, fuck with it here and there. But I got to set up at the crib too. We got a little mini home studio there, and that's where the drum kit stays set up at. Yeah, and then we got a studio kit here, so I'm fucking lucky. Everywhere I go, it's drums around.
That's good though, man. Like that's what I like about music is that there's a rapper named Odyssey, and he has an intro to one of his songs. He's like, everywhere I go, I take my laptop, I take my recording stuff, and I just walk around. And he's like, everything I see, I feel, I touch, and I'm doing throughout the day just becomes a part of my music. He's like, it might not necessarily be what the song's about, but it's inspiring me to do this or to do that or just to create. I'm like, that's dope, because that's how I feel. Like, I'm around, like, when Adam comes in here with the saxophone and he's like, oh, bro, check this out. I'm like, bro, add it to the song. Like, best friends, he added the saxophone and he did the flute.
Yeah.
And I thought that was dope because those are some of my favorite parts in the song. It creates that emotion. It creates that feeling and that energy that we're talking about. Like, I want people to hear my music, close their eyes and be like, damn, I can see this. Or I can, like, visually see this shit or feel what he's going through.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
that's my favorite.
You want to feel it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about music, and that's why it really is the highest art, because if you watch a movie without the music,
It's boring.
Yeah, it's garbage. Like, and nobody would watch movies if there wasn't music in them. Like,
That's why the kids like the podcast and stuff, because they have all the boom, pow, like the rings and bells, and
yeah,
it's constant, like, loud noises and just effects and stuff. And my son gets... I've learned from my son, too, because I'm like, damn, if I put some of that stuff in my music videos, which I've done, like, on the reels, people are like, oh, that was cool. Oh, you did this. Oh, you changed it from black and white. Or I'm like, damn, you really... Like, I'm literally, like... Some of my reels have more views than my music videos on YouTube. Some of them are up to 10, 20,000 within a short amount of time, where I have music videos that are barely hitting their 10,000 after 5, 6, 10 years.
yeah. But that's algorithm shit too, you know? And I feel like once you have a real fan and they're diving into your shit, like, you know, they'll tell you what the dope stuff is.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, that shit was...
Then the numbers really reflect it. Like, a lot of the social stuff is cool, and it's an art also, being able to, like, entertain someone instantly and, like, have something so fly that, you know, it fucking gets their attention right off the bat. Like, props to the people who are really good at doing that. And
I can't be consistent enough with that shit. Like,
yeah,
El
we'll get
Nino
there, though.
does that shit,
That's team shit, man.
It's easy when you're
team shit,
sitting
too.
there editing. It's like sitting there editing, but when you're just like, God, so much shit you got going on, you're just like, damn, when do I actually have a minute to sit down and do this 10-minute edit?
Ah, yeah, for real, bro.
It's gonna take me a couple hours to do this, but it's gonna be a dope edit. But when I get to it, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. So speaking of the, well, I don't know. You want to tell them what you're dropping next?
Yeah. So my next project's dropping on Cali Function Records. It's actually the first record label that I've ever thought about, you know, doing anything with a record label. And when you brought it up, I was like, yeah, let's do it. You've recorded pretty much all the songs. Yeah, all the songs, and you mixed and mastered all of them. And I think this project in particular I'm very proud of, because we actually sat down, we got the track list, we got the album artwork, we've got everything that needs to make it a successful project. And I haven't released a project in a while. Most of it's just been dropping songs or doing music videos or going back doing old stuff.
Yeah.
And I like the new stuff that I'm doing now, because you see the growth and you hear it in my voice.
Yeah.
You see where I was at then, you see where I'm at now, and you can kind of hear where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about the project, is that it's got a little bit of the past, a lot of the present, and it has some of the future. And it's got some amazing artists on there. Like, it's got a label mate from Cali Function Records. It's got Nathaniel Blaze. It's got Notice Young. It's got El Nino. It's got Vel the Wonder. It's got production from a lot of good people. Mondo the DJ is supposed to do some cuts on it.
Yeah, No Limit Kid.
No Limit Kid. Yep, I was about to get to that too. No Limit Kid has 2 songs on there, I think, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
And
is War Rap on there?
he's on no, he's not on War Rap. And then Draz is on War Rap.
Yeah,
So Draz is on
Oh, that's right.
Nathaniel Blaze and Draz are on War Rap, and then No Limit Kid's on The Bar's About to Close and The People. And The People was created, that beat was a super dope jazzy beat. Like, that one's my favorite to perform, honestly. Because Excuse Beats, when he gave me the beat, I was like, yo, this is dope. And I was just instantly writing. And then I sent it over to No Limit Kid.
Excuse Beats made the people?
Yeah, Excuse Beats made that beat. And that's my favorite thing about it, is that he'll give me one out of every 50 beats I'll probably choose.
Mm-hmm.
But he comes with like sending me solid ass music. Same thing with Ascend Beats. Ascend Beats just sent me some new music as well, and I'm writing to that.
Nice.
And he sent me 5 beats, and like the last one, I was like, "This is the one." He was like, "I knew it. I knew it."
Yeah. Well, that's good that he knows, you know, what your sound is, and that's a dope thing about working with certain artists for so long. Is that after a while, it's like playing basketball. You know where they're gonna run to, and you just, you know, here's the fucking layup. So,
Yep.
yeah. Shout out to Ascend Beats too, and he's like a goat in the area for sure, man. Like
IE Producer of the Year, what was it, last year or the year before that? He actually like got an award for that, and that was dope.
What was his project? A mixed bag? Mm-hmm. Man, his promo for that, like the packaging for getting it was ill. That was the
QR
illest.
codes.
If you know what it is, then you know what it is.
Yeah. Shout out to Ascend Beats, man. Me and him have actually been making music for almost like, I think a little bit over 8, maybe 10 years. And it never fails for him to be like, "Hey, I got something for you. I got something for you."
And that's what's crazy is like, all right, you're dropping this EP, and I'm excited for it. I'm really happy that people are going to get to hear all this stuff, but I feel like the new stuff we've been working on and the most recent stuff is just like crazy.
The new stuff with Versa is crazy dope. I didn't think I would write something like that in a while. Like, it usually takes me like either some crazy stuff happening, but like the Monster Out the Cage song, that one's dope. And then we still need to get the verse from El Nino. So when we get a chance, hopefully he can send that over. I think it's going to be a really dope track because that track in particular is a very high energy song, and I think it'll be a very dope live song. So if I can get El Nino or Versa or both of them there and rock that with me, like, that'll be dope. And then I also have another song with Hex Bundy from Ontario, and that song's like, you know, it's gonna be a really dope song to release. We were talking about it last night. He was like, "Hey, we're finishing up. Isaac's finishing up. Shout out to Isaac on the mix. He made the beat. We're finishing this up, and we want to start shooting content for it. And we want to do some videos and some reels. And I have these days open, and I like that when artists contact me to be on a collab or to even be a part of anything. I think it's dope. Like shows, music, skits, anything. I'm down with all that. Like I like that.
Yeah, man.
I like being a part of that.
We'll talk a little bit about shows in a little while too, because you got some crazy stories, and thrown and been to so many of them. But back to the EP real quick though. So when did you start working on it, and what started it? Like, what's the oldest song on there? And
I think Best Friends is the oldest song, right? Because that was the first song.
Yeah.
So it was that song.
And you just wrote that one, right? When you like the night before or something.
It was like I finished it because I had pieces to it, but it wasn't really finished the way I wanted it to. And so like I was like, all right, let me get the right pieces to it, and then you make it into the song that I want it to be.
Yeah.
And so I rewrote it, and then I finished the last verse, and I was like, oh, okay, this is it. Like let me take this, and then after that, I think it's The People. And then The Bar's About to Close. But The Bar's About to Close, I've had that song for over a couple years. I just never recorded it. Like, I have a thing where if I write a song and I practice it so much and I want to go perform it and the song's not out, I'll go and do that. That was me and Greaseball's thing, is we used to always perform songs that we never put out.
Well, that's like being a comedian too. You get to test it out.
Yeah. And people would get mad. They'd be like, bro, why is that song not out? I'm like, because we haven't recorded it.
It's brand new, bro.
Yeah, like, and sometimes the song were years old, but still, we just, it was dope to just have that song that you had to come see live. Like, there's a couple songs that I only do live, and there's a couple songs that I don't really post, but when I do, people are like, oh man, every time you perform that or post this is the song that made me your fan, or this is the song that this, that, and the other.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So, like, what's a typical MC Live studio session like? So I'd like to hear what it was like before you came here, and then you kind of what it is now, and not technical shit, but just like you walking in, you know, like how you do it. Cause
so me and Ascend, like I said, we've had a studio for almost 5 years together, and it was a big ass. It started off in a room smaller than this, like half the size of this, and then we got the big room, and we were there forever. And then it was me, him, and Chris G, and that was dope. And Notice Young, and then it was just me, him, and Chris G after a while. And then it was just him and Chris G for a while. And then now it's back to me and him. But that's because over the time, the studio got big, got small, this, that, and the other. So now we're in a room about the same size as this, maybe a little smaller. But excuse me. That man, I'd go in there and there'd be beat makers, there'd be fucking people doing art, tagging and stuff.
That's what I like about that place is it's popping.
Yeah, Draz was in one of the rooms. The Audio King was in one of the rooms, and I actually never really recorded in our room, even though we built a booth in there to record.
And it's downtown. You could walk to the bars. Like
that's where like a lot of the inspiration came from. Is,
2 a.m. when the bar closes or the club gets out.
We still got drinks at the fucking studio. You guys want to go? And then we're all getting faded. Like we've had Bushwick Bill there, One Below there. Tumex has been up in there. A lot of people actually. And then I've heard stories about other rappers. Like,
that's a killer networking spot, dude.
Yeah,
we should run one just to have an office there.
Man, they always have openings.
Hey, that'd be a cool place to have people pick merch up at. Just meet us at the front door.
Yeah, I like it, right? And then this downtown, you can go down there and have fun. You can go to open mics, all that stuff. So the studio sessions for me were
did you used to do open mics?
I love open. That's how I started.
Fuck yeah,
I preferred to do open mic. I
Bro,
still like open mics.
I be telling everyone, like, if you're a rapper and no one knows who you are and you're not doing open mics, you're not a rapper.
That's where you get the most fans at.
You're not a rapper if you're not doing open mics and no one knows who you are. Like, whatever is holding you back from doing that, you're fucking up.
Yeah. You have to do open mics. You don't get to the big stage, like, unless you're like one of those dudes that has a cosign. Like,
dude, I could see that, and I never asked you about. We never talked about open mics before, but I can see when you're on stage that you got that skill that you developed over years of being in front of people on the stage with the mic in your hand talking. When it's quiet and there's technical difficulties, like, you know what to do.
Yeah,
you fucking make
part
it
of
happen.
being a host is that too, because like I hosted for years, and my thing was.
But that
like,
open mic shit's different though, because you'll go on after a poet or some weird ass guitar player. Like some boring low level stuff, and then you come on with a hype song. Like, you can sound so dumb so easily if you don't know how to get the crowd.
That's my favorite thing.
Turn them into what you're doing.
That's my favorite thing, is to go where I don't belong, and to show them like I don't look like you, I don't sound like you, but I guarantee you're gonna like me. And if you don't like me, then that's probably your own personal reason.
Yeah.
But for the like, even if you don't like my music, you're gonna like me as a person.
Yep.
Because I make it a fact. So like after open mics, I would go shake every person's hand. And my favorite thing to do is if there's 20 people or less, and if I can get to everybody, I'll thank every single person. I'll be like, hey, thank you for watching my set. My name's emcee Lyfe. I come from Riverside, California. Blah 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 blah. You know, if you can, give me a follow, a subscribe. Like everything, every little thing helps. And then they'll come and they'll see me with Immortal Technique, and they'll be like, oh, remember I seen you at the open mic, or I seen you over here, and I've been following you since then. Like, I love Immortal Technique. You got tickets? And then they'll come and buy my merch if I have merch, or they'll be like, oh, you have the Luniz coming out, or you have Lil Boosie coming out, and thousands of people show up, and I'm getting pictures with Too Short and Lil Boosie and Cornejo and all these famous people. Big Daddy Kane, I'm going on tour with. I brought out Tumex one time to a sold-out show at the Shrine, and it was one of the biggest shows I've ever done, and I got to invite Tumex of the legendary Visionaries, and he was like, yeah, Lyfe, don't even trip, I got you. Like, came and rocked that shit. And if people don't believe me, hit my Instagram, because there's pictures, there's videos, all that stuff. Because one thing I'm a firm believer is proof. I could tell you stories all day, or I could show you stories all day. Or you can hear about it, or you can see it.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of the times...
It's crazy telling someone a wild story like that just because you're having fun. And if they don't know you, they'll be like, man, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, no, here. Yeah. I got 5,000 people screaming, emcee Lyfe. Like, and I'm giving out shirts and throwing out CDs in the crowd. But I didn't get to there. I didn't start like that. Like, the very first show we ever did was with... Like, official show was with Inspector Deck of Wu-Tang Clan. Shout outs to Droops.
Where's that at?
And Malone's in Santa Ana. Super, like, nobody watched our set. My photographer watched our set. The bartender watched our set. There was only about 50 people there for Inspector Deck. Like, that's crazy. It was bad, bro. It was bad. But you know what? One of the best moments.
Just promotion issue?
No, it's just, how many songs of Inspector Deck do you know?
I don't know, man.
I know Above the Clouds, and that's the song with Gangsta.
I don't know anyone's songs. I'm weird, bro. Like, I don't know the names of half of my favorite songs. Yeah, I just know it when it comes on. I'm like,
I know most of either.
I know the drum beat though.
I know the song or the name, or I know the sample. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's blah blah blah.
I be knowing where the breaks are at, but
Mm-hmm.
not the name. It's crazy.
Yeah, so like, that's how you get there. You don't get to do the big show unless you do the small show.
Yeah, it's weird being a musician because you be having so many songs to remember, so many lyrics to remember and shit. Like,
I love it. I be practicing a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Like I have to practice. So if you're not practicing, and you can't practice a day before your show, that don't work. Like it kind of works, but I'm like if I have a show on
that, you
Friday,
need to practice the day before your show, but in addition to all the other days you did before that, like,
dude, we have rehearsals, full on rehearsals that you have footage, film, pictures, all that of.
yeah,
Like, I would literally be like, hey, I have this big event coming up. Anybody that's a part of my set. It was me, El Nino, Notice Young,
yeah.
No Limit Kids, Skews Beats.
Yeah, no,
my
seriously, that was for
uncle.
the Slick Rick show, right?
That was for Slick Rick show.
Yeah, that was dope, man. So, and that's like being professional. You know, we set up the board in there. We get the mics out. We're able to simulate a real show here. Like, so we're at the Frequency Factory right now, and this is like a live vocal production room, basically. And we'll record some guitars and some horns in here sometimes, but mostly we just do like vocal production. And then we got a big room too. So we got a big control room.
The Dr. Dre room. The
Yeah,
Dr. Dre room.
That's the control room, and then got the big window and patch bay into the live room.
Yeah, but you guys have some really great talent in here. Like, you guys have the Dodgers brass team, or what is it?
Oh no, it's Top Shelf Brass Band, and Top Shelf Brass Band is the official band for the LA Dodgers. Like,
And they're right here, locals. And then the dude just
Yeah,
went
they
on
work
tour
outta
with
here.
Ramirez, right?
yeah.
And then we got Adam,
The homie
the
Bing.
gangster, who's
Shout
a
out
part
Bing.
of Voodoo Glow Skulls now. You know what I mean? Like, it's this place right here. And then
It's a lot of good stuff coming out of here right now. And
the best thing about this studio
outside of this room,
is you bring people here and they never want to leave. Like the first time Nate came in here, and now he's part of the label.
Yeah.
Versa came one time and was like, "Yo, I want to da 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 da." Like, we've had Lorenz Larkin in here, fucking
Shout
UFC,
out.
Bellator,
that guy
fucking
keeps
PFL.
on winning, bro.
Did you see his last knockout?
I did see it.
Man, karate
Oh,
combat,
that's always a highlight.
dude, bah, 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 knocking fools out.
Yeah.
Like, we've had respiratory therapists here. We've had a lot of my cousin. Like, a lot of good things have happened, and that's why I tell people is like, you never know what's gonna happen as long as you take that leap of faith. Because I didn't know you didn't know me, but you're like, hey, we knew Mondo, and Mondo, I'm sure, says good things about both of us. And that right there was
I
like,
didn't even talk to Mondo about you. I didn't talk to anyone. I was just I just saw you were working, bro, and I approached you just on a. You didn't really probably know who I was.
no, I didn't, but I
Yeah.
did because of Mondo.
But I did it like that on purpose. So
Yeah, but that's good though, because
yes.
now look where we're at. A couple
Yeah.
years later, and
It's
a couple
more
years later,
organic
and
and
here we
get to
are.
know each other and
Yeah.
how to work and shit. But yeah, back to collaborations and features, like you already mentioned on the new EP. Oh, by the way, what's the title for the EP?
It's either gonna be called Lamb's Breath or Lamb's Bread. I don't know. It's one of the two. It could be. It could change. We don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I will know by the end of the day.
Do you like lamb chops?
I don't even like pork. I don't know. I can't mess with it. I can't mess with it. Or it might just be fucking
I don't
MC
think I never
Life.
ate no
It-
lamb
It
chops.
might just be the MC Life project because I like the lettering and the logo.
Like self-titled?
Yeah, it's MC Life project. I think, and when people ask, that's what it is. It says my name on the front. That's the name of the project. It's MC Life.
Yeah, self-titled. That'd be cool too.
Yeah.
But I like the other names too, man.
Yeah.
So, what do you think should be the single for this, bro?
I definitely think the single should be the one with Veil. That one and OL. I think those are my two strongest songs, along with I think they all could be singles, to be honest. They all have dope lyrics, they all have dope vibes, and not every song sounds the same. Like, you got The People, which is jazzy, then you got The Bar's About to Close, which is more like lo-fi chill, and then you got Best Friends, which is like kind of emotional, and then you got the stuff with Nate, War Rap, which is real raw, real rugged and gritty. So any one of them honestly could be a single, but if I had to choose, it would most likely be The Bar's About to Close.
Yeah, that's what's up. That song is
Yeah.
dope, man. The beat is crazy.
It's a good song. It's a dope song. It's long, but it's one of my favorite songs. And
Yeah.
it takes you through a little journey,
So, you've put on a lot of shows as a promoter. And Sunny Days and Vibes, is that...
Yeah.
So, what kind of company would you consider Sunny Days and Vibes to be? Like a production company or promotions or...
I say it's more of a promotion company. Sometimes we're a meme page. But for the most part, it was when me, Johnny Greaseball, and the homie Alex created the Sunny Days and Vibes, we made the name specifically because we wanted people to feel something open, like welcoming. Like we could have, and I've said this plenty of times, we could have called it the Underground Dungeon. Like who the fuck wants to go there? You know what I mean? If you're a poet, if you're an artist, like
Sunny Days and Vibes sounds like
it's positive, it's happy, it's good. You know, it's a good vibe, and anybody's welcome. That's the thing. We're not just a hip hop.
the logo was cool too.
Yeah. Oh, I love.
Even
the
it's
logo.
all friendly.
Shout outs to the homie out in Indonesia. Like he made that Medcrophone. Yeah, he's a dope artist in Indonesia. He's done about 5 of my logos.
What's his name?
Medcrophone. I don't even know how to say it right. I'm probably saying it wrong, but really dope artist. And
How'd you link up with that guy?
through some guy that
On the black web?
no. He had his logo done by him, and I was
Or
like,
the
"Yo,
dark
that's
web.
tight." And he was like, "Here, I'm gonna pass this over to you." So I was like, "All right, cool."
Oh, cool.
So, you know, he didn't gatekeep or anything, but then he seen that everybody started using it. He was like, "Damn, bro, I shouldn't have." I was like, "Hey, I'm using this for my stuff, and it's nothing like yours." Like, I specifically told him, like, "Hey,
Yeah,
this
sometimes
is
it's
music.
like that, bro.
That's some other shit."
Right.
You know, so, but yeah. So I think that's probably one of my favorite songs is "The Bar's About to Close," and I think that one or "Oh Well" could be, you know, a single.
Yeah, that's what's up. So Sunny Days and Vibes Productions company, promotion company, basically put on some legendary show. So I know your homies of Bushwick Bill. You told me some crazy stories about hanging out with that guy. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we did the Slick Rick show recently. That was within the last year. You know, Inspect the Deck.
Big
Like,
Daddy Kane.
Yeah, who else? Like,
Man.
what other shows have you put on, and what's like some memorable stuff? I know you was mobbing around with Boozy.
Yeah. No, I wasn't really mobbing around with Boozy, but he did come to the show.
The photo you got with him is
Yeah,
hilarious, dude.
He was like, "Hey, bro, we gotta go. I'm about to throw up." I was like, "All right, man. You got paid already. You're good, right?" Yeah, cool. And walked off, and it was cool, and it was tight. That was cool. The Too Short show, that was pretty cool too. He was kind of like, you know, more on like the business type.
Hey, did Boosie pull up in a limo?
Nah, he pulled up in like a little. It was like a Ford Explorer, like a Ford Expedition, but like a new one.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I used to work downtown, bro, and there's a liquor store right by my old office, like straight across the street on a busy street, 14th Street, and I seen this limo getting off the freeway, and it's a little Boosie all down the side. Like him and his
That's
homies jumped
funny.
out, mobbed into the liquor store. I was like,
That's
little
funny.
Boosie's in Riverside right now. I was like, that's what's up.
Yeah, no, man.
Rolling hot too in a limo with his name on it.
It was cool because
That's
like
ill, dog.
all him and all his people are so humble and
And we
chill.
all need limos with our names on it.
We all need a little Boosie. We all like he's funny though, bro. He's cool. Like it was like short interaction. It wasn't too much. Like
Yeah.
Cause the thing about me is, I ain't no like groupie. I don't care who you are. Like
And it's business at the same time.
Yeah,
when
you know,
these
like-
things are going down. That's
just because you
That's
got
first.
millions of dollars doesn't make you anything better than me or anything more special. You're dope. I appreciate you coming through, showing love. Like
hey, some people are just fun to hang out with, bro. And people who shine, you know, a lot of times they get famous. And if you're a star, it's either because you are insanely good at what you do, and you don't got to say shit except just murder it every time you do your art or craft.
Yep.
Like that's step number 1. Step number 2 is just to be a personality and be
just to be yourself.
yeah, like
And don't be a biter. Like don't. A lot of these days, people are doing stuff for clout or for the gram or for whatever reasons to go viral. But you don't got to do all that. Like, just be yourself. Like my Theo videos, those ones are all original videos. Like, just organically
and
got
do
big.
dope shit. Like do good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
you
do
know?
positive shit. Do
Yeah.
do good shit. I think that's better. It might not get you the clicks or views or the fame that you want, but
But doing your art when you're pissed off because your life is crazy, that's doing something good too. Because it's taking whatever those problems are that you're experiencing and haven't got the solution to yet, but you will. You just take that energy, put it into some art, and like you're doubling up. You're getting that negative energy out, turning it into something good.
that's how
And,
I feel about
and hopefully
performing.
you make some money from it someday if you get really good at it, like without even trying.
That's why I like performing so much, because I'll be having a shitty ass week or like a bad month or even just like sometimes just like ain't nothing going right, and then as soon as like you said, as soon as I hit that mic, I'm yelling, jumping, screaming, telling people like, say my name, you know, like,
yeah.
and for me, that is the release. That
MC
I
Lyfe
love.
be for real having the left side battling the right side.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no,
like for real.
yeah, like if you see the videos and the pictures and the crowds that I've rocked, ain't nobody there for me. But by the end, I guarantee, and the few that are there for me, they
they're
show
there.
love. They
We're
show
all
mad
there
love.
for the same reason, hopefully. And like when
Yeah.
I play shows, that shit is fun, man. Like it's the most fun thing that I've ever done. Probably is rock a show. Like there's nothing.
Nothing beats performing on a
Nothing.
mic. There's no drug. There's
Nothing,
no
dude.
roller coaster. There's no nothing.
No.
Yeah.
You could be on the mic and suck, and that's terrifying. But killing it and get in the room popping, like, dog.
Having thousands of people who never met you a day in your life,
Even
screaming
100,
your fucking
even
name,
50,
even 10.
Bro, if you get it popping, like that's what it's all about. If you're all in the same room and it turns into fun or keeps the fun going, like
My favorite things is to watch people walk away and then come back like, wait a minute, this was actually dope. Wait. And I won't be like, don't leave.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, fucking bounce.
hey, drop that beat. Psh.
I'll just be like, hey, just go into it, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, you kind of see, like, man, it's pretty dope. Yeah, so like,
That's fine. Who's some of the like maybe a artist or a band or something that people may have never heard of that you really enjoyed performing with, but they're a little more low key. Like who's one of your? Excuse me.
I think one of my favorite, like, bands or just like,
Anyone that you
yeah.
play with who's not like Inspect the Deck or someone, you know.
One Below.
One Below?
One Below and Afu Ra, bro. And it's crazy the stories I have with both of them. And it's crazy because One Below is super, like, chill. And, like, the stories I have are real positive and dope. And then you got Afu Ra, who I went on tour with. And, oh, my God, just the beginning of the tour, and this was almost 10, maybe 5 years ago. The beginning of the tour is just bad, bro. It just started off bad and it got crazier and crazier.
Like what happened? Bad sound or
Nah.
janky promoters?
The
or...
shows are amazing.
Okay.
That's the only thing that made, and this is one of the things I was telling you about, is like, you can have a shitty ass everything. Like, it was at one point where all of us looked at each other like, I don't think we're ever going to hang out with each other again. Like, it was bad. We started off the tour hotboxing, and a cop pulled us over. We didn't even make it to the first show for almost.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, just blah, 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 blah. So we got out, fucking left. We made it to San Francisco, to Oakland. We're in the Tenderloins, and if you've never been in the Tenderloins, it's nasty. It's gross. And
or it was at that time.
it was probably nastier then than it is now because people are trying to clean up. But we get to the first show, and it's just like the dude that joined the tour in the Bay, me and him weren't getting along. And, like, you know, people were showing up buying merch, this, that, and the other. And then we got from San Francisco, I think we head to Oregon. And then from Oregon, we went to Seattle, but I've never driven through the snow. And I didn't know what a snow season was. I've been in California my whole life, in Riverside, you know?
Yeah, we don't got to deal with that shit.
Yeah,
out here.
snow chain. What the?
Hey, that's why it's so expensive. Kentucky,
What the hell's a snow chain? You know, so
Alabama.
it's all nice and chill. And the first stop we get to, I'm highly allergic to cats. Like cats. Like if you have more than one, or if you even have one, all day I'm just achoo, like my eyes, everything. So
when people got yoga pants and it's covered in cat hair and they sit next to
bruh,
you, you start
we
sneezing.
get to these chicks' house that one of the tour mates.
That's a bad look. I'm just saying, people.
Tour mate was like, I was like, hey bro, I'm gonna get a hotel. He was like, nah bro, these chicks will let us stay, it's cool. They'll let us smoke, all this other stuff. So we get there and I'm just like, damn, I have to leave. Why? You didn't tell me she had cats, bro. There's 10 of them in here. As soon as you walk
That's
in,
way too many
as soon
cats.
as you walk in, you see them crawling everywhere. Like, this is bad. And I told him, I was like, bro, I'm give me 5 minutes and watch. I'm trying to tell you, they give me Benadryl, all these things, and I'm just first
you
night of the tour,
Benadryl,
bro.
bro.
First night of the tour, dog.
What'd
And
you
I'm
save,
just-
like, back in the day, what, $60 to not get a hotel room to...
Man, and it was between 4 of us. So it would have really been like $20.
man.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, and I was ready to do it. And they're like, nah.
So you had an allergic attack to save $13?
Oh, bro. So like,
That's
no,
all bad.
it gets worse. It gets worse. So
right.
we get there. I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm going to go outside. They're like, bro, it's snowing outside. I'm like, fuck. Give me my jacket. And I brought summer clothes, bro. I didn't bring a jacket. I had a hoodie, some sandals, and some socks and some shorts.
Fucking California guy. Sandals, you got slides and shit.
Like, bro, so I'm going in the van and I'm like this the whole time.
Yeah, hell no.
And DJ Eyeball, he comes in there because first the chicks were just weird and some other shit and just and he's like knocking on the van and he's like, "Hey, you're really gonna sleep in here, fool? And it's snowing." And I'm like, "You either in or out," because I'm closing the damn door. I don't give a fuck if we get snowed in.
Yeah,
So
quit letting the goddamn heat out.
yeah, bro. Like I got all my clothes on. Literally, I had to put all my clothes on from the tour. I had 6 shirts, 3 pairs of pants, 2 jeans, 4 socks, and like it was bad. And I'm freezing still. Like, and I had a blanket, but the blanket they gave me was covered in cat. So, bro, I'm like, bro, you brought this shit into the van now? So, yeah, that was bad. I froze my nuts off for the night, and it was just like, that was the first night. And then it was crazy, yeah. So,
yeah, that's nuts, man.
yeah, it was bad. And then, like, the rest of the tour, I was like, I don't care what anybody says. If I'm getting a hotel, you guys can either go with, or you guys can go to the cat lady's house.
All right, bro, so, I heard Bushwick Bill used to come around. He used to always pop into Riverside and hang out with you.
Bro, so Bushwick Bill, he lived in my house when I went to France. All right, so if you know who Bushwick Bill is from the Ghetto Boys, and if you know who my uncle is from San Bernardino, imagine these 2 people and my dog, my little Frenchie Rocco, in one little studio. Not even an apartment, a studio.
If you would have like filmed that as a reality show.
That right there,
It could be Life in Paris with you just like getting crazy ass updates. I can only imagine.
My uncle's calling me like, "This will keep smoking in the house." I'm like, "What is he smoking? Cigarettes." And he's ashing on the floor. And I was like, "Damn, bro." So I had to call him. I was like, "Hey, bro." He's like, "I'm sorry, Life."
Like Bushwick, I
I'm
know
so
I know you don't give a fuck about shit.
No, but that's the thing. He was such a cool ass dude. Rest in peace to Bushwick.
Hey, but he was a G, man. He just rolled his own style. Like he just went his own way.
He had no care in the world.
He was just living.
And he was just living, bro. Mm-hmm. And I'd call back home and he'd be like, "What's up, Life? I'm just chilling here with Rocco and Theo." And da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, "All right, cool. Well, make sure Rocco's eating. Make sure, whatever, blah, blah, blah." And then I get back at my house. There's ash all over the floor. And my dog's all, like, laying there on the fucking couch with fucking Bushwick Bill. And Bushwick Bill's just chilling. "Hey, what's up, Life?" And it was cool, man. It was cool. And
that's wild.
Yeah, that was one of the things. And then just... He went to the studio and...
On downtown?
And he tried to do all these things at the studio, and it was just like... And then we left the studio, and he had, like, a speech with this, like, dude outside who was trying to get me gas money for, like... I guess he needed gas money, but then he noticed Bushwick Bill. He goes, "Are you Bushwick Bill?" He's all from the Ghetto Boys? So, yeah. He's like, "Oh, bro, I'm a rapper. I'm gonna make..." And then Bushwick Bill hyped him up and gave him this long-ass speech. And all this other stuff, and then we get in the car, and then this was just like, man, I don't think he's gonna make it. I'm like, bro, like, you had me out here at 3 a.m. in Circle K in the East, like, oh, God, bro, like, and it was stuff like that all the time. But he meant well, and he would try. He would literally, like, if you called him, he'd answer. I call him, he'd answer. And that was the thing about Bushwick Bill. He was...
and that little kid was J. Cole. No, I'm just kidding. That would be crazy if it was. I'm like...
Bro, it might be like Rio, the young OG or some shit. I don't know.
You ever see that picture of Tupac and he's like shaking this little kid's hand and it looks like little baby Tyler, the creator? You ever seen that picture, bro? No.
It's like, and it was Tyler, the creator.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, but no, man. Bushwick Bill, and then like... Big Daddy Kane, that was cool. He brought a lot of celebrities around. That was different. And that's the thing is, when you're around these people, they're very generous. And they're like, come on, come with us. Like, I got you. I don't like to go.
Yeah, fuck that part. I bought my own beers and shit. But I just like
pad.
hearing some stories. I just asked him, man,
Right?
what's like... Tell me a fucking crazy tour story. Tell me something fun you did.
Keith Murray, bro.
I'll be like, hey, did you ever hang out with Rick James? And they'll be like, yeah, fucking what was that shit like? Like...
Keith Murray, bro. And Keith Murray is infamous here in Riverside for a few reasons. Mm-hmm. But Keith Murray had the craziest stories. Going on tour with him was crazier than anything I've ever done in my life.
That's tight. Like how so?
because I don't like to put people's personal business out, is
Yeah.
just crazy. But
Okay.
let's just say, like, one day he was down and one day he was up.
Mm.
But when he was on that mic, it was like, boom, the most beautifulest thing. Like, I learned a lot from Keith Murray, good and bad, you know. And
Well, that's how it is with everyone, man.
he told me a lot of good stories about Biggie and all this other stuff. And
That's
I
right.
was like, he was very sad about it. That's the one thing I like.
That's the most shit that I like to talk to people like that, because you can ask them questions about you're talking to
with
someone
Biggie.
who chill with Biggie. You
Yeah,
know?
and he
like,
told me a lot of good stories, bro. He told me about like everything, like every single thing, and he was honest about it. And he was like, I was like, bro, and this is before podcasts were a thing.
yeah.
I wish it was 2015.
This
I'll
called
never
just being
forget it.
homies. Like,
I'll never forget it. It was like he was the reason I got to do my very first big show. And people might have their opinion on Keith Murray. People might say this, that, or the other. But, and mind you, I had the tour booked for him and ticket sales were doing good. And then he battled Fredro Starr and my ticket sales tanked.
damn, that's crazy.
It was
bro.
it was the night before he was supposed to fly out. He wanted a battle, and I was like, bro, this is a bad look. So that went viral, and everybody's like, yo, you're bringing this out, ha, ha, ha. And then he gets on the mic, and everybody, I shit you not, was asking for a picture for him. They were like,
course.
oh, my God, bro, I know that Fredro Starr stuff, da-da-da-da-da, whatever, but, like, you killed the mic. And I was like, man, like, that to me was seeing a true artist, like snap into, like, that realm. Or,
That
like,
undeniable shit where you're just crushing it.
crushing it.
It's like being an athlete, and like they'd be like, "Oh, that fool sucks," and then they score 40, and you're like, "Fuck."
That's why he was signed to the pros. That's why he was
Yeah,
Biggie's friend, or whatever the case. And I think that was. I really hope one day that Keith Murray finds what he needs in life, and if I could one day be a part of that and help him be Keith Murray again, the Keith Murray that we all love, I think it'll be dope, and I think he could make probably one of the biggest and greatest comebacks ever, because he's got undeniable talent and some of the biggest hits all across the world. Like,
Yeah, man, I didn't know any of that part, but all I know is if Keith Murray played a show by me, I'd go check that shit out.
you see what I'm saying?
You know,
and,
like,
and that's
yeah.
the thing is like these podcasts and stuff like this is talking about it, but
It's
It's
so
dope.
It's so
dope.
cool to me that the older artists, a lot of the best rappers alive, that just happen to be, a lot of them are 40s, 50s, 30s and shit. Like, they're the ones selling the most tickets and
they're
pulling
doing
crowds.
way better. They're doing way better than these young dudes, because people, you keep seeing it, man. Music ain't the same. Music, and then you got the anniversary of hip hop where you got A Plus and Festo and Souls of Mischief selling out worldwide tours all across the world for a song that 25 years ago, or for an album they did 25 years ago, and they're selling out shows in places left and right, back to back. Shout outs to A Plus, man.
Yeah,
That's the homie right
that's
there. Like,
fucking awesome to hear, man.
he tells me stories like when me and him chop it up. He's like, what's up, Life? It's good to see you. Like, a real humble dude, really, really cool person. And
Hey, I got to give a shout out to the young artists, though, because, like, there is a lot of fucking whack shit out there. There's no fucking doubt about it. I'd say most of the new shit that comes out, most of it is whack, Like, it just is what it is. But there is so much good new music coming out, too. It's just really hard to find because there's all this AI music on top of it.
Yeah.
People dropping music who don't practice. Like,
I like J. Cole, and I like I consider new music is like J. Cole, like 21 Savage. Tyler, he's always making good music.
It's just crazy that those fools or not fools, but these artists, they've all been out for so long, but they're like still seen as new artists. But that's probably us being a little bit older too, because Tyler and them, they probably got a whole bunch of people they look down and like as they're these new artists too,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the old artists,
Everything's
are dope,
perspective.
but they can't make new music though. That's the one thing they can't do. They can't make a new hit. I have never heard
Shit, unless it's DJ Quick. Hey,
Or
man,
your fucking-
Chupacabra is crazy.
Nas. Nas makes a good album every now and then too.
I mean, he made like 3, the KD2, King Disease 2 with
that was dope.
with Hit Boy, bro.
No,
like,
that was dope.
KD2, and he's so prolific. He dropped like 3 albums, or they dropped like 3 albums
They dropped
back
3
to
projects,
back to
yeah.
back, dude.
And that's what I like about Nas is like just when you think he's out, comes right back with some crazy stuff.
But that was like, in my eyes, and I don't follow. I I work more than I follow the industry, but that was like the coronation of Hit Boy kind of for that moment, like, dog.
Bro, that's the East and the West Coast. That was from San Bernardino, Hit Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's dope that you got the East Coast legend Nas over here with Hit Boy. And to me, that means a lot.
Yeah, just aside from all that, though, like the skill that man has to be so prolific with so many cool beats, and then just like all the videos of him, how he makes it, bro.
I don't be watching a lot of those
epic,
videos,
dog.
but I hear about those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's as prolific to keep up with on the production side and the recording side and the engineering side and all that shit with Nas, who can drop 5 songs a day probably, you know?
And dope songs. Not just some like, I'm just dropping 5 songs, whatever.
Yeah.
No, each song gets better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, being that prolific is like that's working every day for a long time.
yeah, for me, I think that's dope because it's like when you show motherfuckers you still got it, like Nas or J. Cole when he dropped the For Your Eyes Only, or like Mac Miller, rest in peace, man. Like, I feel like those are some of the newer, I guess you could say newer artists, but they're maybe not so new to other people.
Yeah.
But I think, and even Blue and Exile, they're dropping new music all the time. Blue's always got some dope verses, and it's crazy that now I have access to some of these artists. Like, me and Blue were in a kind of like chopping it up over Instagram, and he was like, "Hey, bro, like, I'm doing deals on verses right now, and the price he gave me, bro, I wish I would have done it because I'm sure it's a lot higher now, but just the fact that they're even reaching back out is dope." And I think for the next album, I definitely want to get 3 verses. There's 3 verses that I really want to get. I want to get one from Blue. I want to get one from Quell. And then I also want to see about maybe possibly getting one from Gavlin. Because Gavlin's always been an MC that I want on the track. It just, for whatever reasons, those songs or those moments have not came to fruition.
Yeah,
So-
still, let's fucking make that happen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's, money talks, I'm sure if I'm like, hey, I got
yeah.
X amount of bread. I know Blue would do it. We've already talked about that. But I would like to have a Blue and Exile production. So it would cost more, but it would be worth the feature for me in my eyes. Like,
Yeah.
to other people, they might hear Blue and Exile and be like, oh, what the da-da-da. Like, to me, that's history for me. Like, that's one of the bucket lists that I'd love to do is have a record with Blue and Exile, or have a song with Q-Tip where he makes the beat, or have, like, DJ Quick rapping and making a beat and scratching on a record.
Yeah. What's DJ Quick going for these days? $500,000?
Man, who knows what, like, it's so dope to see, like, DJ Quick and, like, Sugar Free always doing dope shit, but they still got classics. They always got classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make some merch for the new drop. What kind of stuff do you want to see? What kind of merch are we making, bro? We got patches. We got
I want to
T-shirts,
see some
hats,
booty shorts.
beanies.
I want to see some booty shorts. I want to see some
Word.
females with some booty shorts and some thongs that say Mac Life. No, MC Life. I want some tank tops. I like tank tops. Tank tops are dope. And
what's the? I gotta ask you real quick. Sorry to interrupt, but
No, you're-
what's like the best 3 mispronunciations of your name you've got?
Mick Life is like the number one. It's like the obvious.
Irish.
It's like Mick Life. And
Hey,
then
you might get it popping in Ireland. We're gonna run some ads in Ireland and see
We
if they
need-
like Mick Life.
They might. And then another one would be Mike Life.
Mike Life.
Mike Life. Like, I'm like, where's the I coming from? There's no I in my name. And then the other one's Mac Life. Mac Life. I'm like, I'm not a pimp, bro. I'm not. Mac Life.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm like,
shit,
look
man.
here, man. Look here, man.
My bad. We were talking about the merch, bro. You were talking about tank tops. What else are
Yeah,
we doing?
no.
Booty shorts and
Tank
G-strings
tops,
so far. We
booty
got check.
shorts. Bandanas.
All right.
So I want people to hang up because I have this dope ass bandana from the Addicts,
Uh-huh.
and that shit is like framed on my wall.
Oh,
So
that's
I
all
want
right,
some
that's
tight shit like that.
All right.
And then remember people used to do the fucking headbands and the wristbands for NBA?
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring those back.
Word?
Yeah, but with QR codes on them.
QR codes on the wristband?
Yeah.
Like the
on
sweatbands?
on the bottom. And then on top it will say MC Life. And then,
Okay.
what's MC Life? And then boom. Scan it.
Boom.
Scan that bitch. Scan it.
MC Life's a hustler, dog. Hey, every time we hang out, it's just like this. We're just talking business. Like that's
Yeah, man.
We're gonna make that before this podcast comes out, probably now. But
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yeah, heck yeah. No, I like just traditional merch like shirts. I had socks at one point. That was tight.
Word.
I have a sock maker that put any design you want on the sock.
That's cool.
They're dope. There's a couple. They're
I got a
dope.
couple ideas for that.
Yeah.
Nice. So far, we got booty shorts, G-strings,
And socks.
socks.
Yeah, I don't know about shirts and shorts, but we get there. We get there.
No, we got that. We got all that in the pipeline already, man.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what's the drop date for the album? And then let's talk a little bit about, you mentioned record release party.
Yes.
At a big show.
Yeah, so I have a big show with the Luniz coming up on October 3rd.
Is that official? Have you announced that yet, or?
No, I'm going to announce it, though, so hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday, and I don't know when this will come out, so we'll see. But October 3rd, the Luniz are coming out with DJ Scribble, Coyotes, and Hercules or something? Hercules? I have the flyer somewhere.
Yeah. We'll edit that in.
Yeah, so
right here.
We'll put the flyer right there.
Yeah. AI will make it.
But anyways, that we're gonna hopefully have CDs, some shirts, some merch, all that good stuff, and then we can lock that.
All right, so that's October 3rd. And that's a Friday. And then what's the venue?
The Hideaway, Riverside, downtown. And then I'm also gonna be doing an album release show.
So you just said the Luniz is coming to Riverside?
I hope you got 5 on it because it's gonna cost like at least 15 at the door. But and then I'm gonna do an album release show in GCS Santa Ana because I want to do 3. I want to do IE, OC, and then maybe LA or maybe like somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Vegas or some shit. But I definitely want to rock it there. And then I'm going to be in Denver co-headlining October 18th. So I'll probably have maybe something out there, like a little celebration. Try to see if I have any. Wherever I have fans at, that's where I want to go.
Yeah, have a good party, man.
Yeah, Santa Ana for sure. GCS, I love them. And they said just give them a date and we can make it happen. I'd like to do it during the art walk over there because then, you know, just foot traffic and people coming out.
Yeah, that's cool. Right on, man. And then for the EP, dropping the week before?
September, the last Friday of September. Let's see.
26th.
Yeah, the 26th of September.
Yeah, that's what's up. Cool. So Lyfe EP dropping Friday, September 26th, and then the Luniz coming through the Riverside at the Hideaway.
Yep.
And that's going to be October 3rd, which is a Friday night too.
Yep.
Yeah, so that'll be popping. It's been a couple good shows there lately. What's the last show you did?
The last show we did there was Immortal Technique. We try to do like every year. They hit me up to do like every year out here in the IE. We'll probably do another one next year.
And then what show did you have before that one?
Slick Rick.
Yeah, and there was one in between too.
M Retro. He was pretty dope. Yeah, we had a little album release for M Retro. That was tight. He had a good crowd. Good people came out.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, like, just got shows lined up. I'm trying to rock a bunch of different places. If you are in Denver and you're seeing this October 18th, hit me up for the flyer. I'm co-headlining in Denver. So, yeah, I'll see you there.
Yeah, that's what's up. Cool, man. Anything else you want to tell the people, or we've been talking for a minute? We could talk all night.
Nah, you're good, man.
Got work to do.
Just make sure you check out the album. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And when the album comes out, share it. Tag me and Cali Function Records. It's going to be a dope album. And I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Yeah, make sure you guys go and check out CaliFunctionRecords.com. And that's Function with the X, Funxion. Yeah, that's CaliFunctionRecords.com.
Like the hat. Boom. You can see it right there on the hat. Wow.
And Lyfe got the hat out. Yeah, so check out the website. We got merch already. We got t-shirts up. We got hats and stuff. And we got some koozies. But and then also the artist page. So it's kind of a central spot where you can find YouTube links to all the artists social media. So it's kind of a good hub to see everybody that's on there. So we got Nathaniel Blaze, Spyro the 7th, emcee Lyfe, Dr. Gazebo, Ryan Moore. We got Enoch Beat. So yeah, we got some really cool artists. So make sure you guys go check that out. And you can probably come and meet them at the Luniz show. So that's what's up.
Yeah, and if you're an artist and you need studio time, we actually have studio time here. So send us your music. We are very picky. We'll see what we could do for you. If you need a place to record, the homies got you right here.
Yeah, that's what's up. Cool. All right, yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm Fly Like Phil and the homie.
emcee Lyfe.
Yeah, later.
Peace.
I don't believe any But if you